Dude, we're driving on salt right now. Look at this.
Last vlog, we told you that we unfortunately lost some of our footage as we arrived to where we are right now, which is Great Inagua, the very southern island in the Bahamas. This guy, his name is Williams, and he's our tour guide for the day, and lucky for us, he used to work at Morton Salt. But we'll get to that in a little bit. Our first stop is the Great Inagua Lighthouse. The Great Inagua Lighthouse was built in the 1870s and is on the southern part of the west coast of Great Inagua. According to BahamasGeotourism.com, the lighthouse is hand-cranked and operated by kerosene. And while that equipment was still there, when we visited, it looked like the lighthouse was automated with solar panels, a battery, and bright LED lights. Let's get into the salt. There's a few different ways to make salt, but here on Great Inagua, it all starts with this. Yup, all that blue stuff in the background. Morton Salt has a huge system of canals, pumps, and irrigation to help get the ocean water where they need it, when they need it. The first step is to pump the ocean water into monster concentration ponds, where the sun and the wind can help evaporate the fresh water, leaving behind concentrated salt.
This is the canal now. We had too much rain, so they cut these pumps off.
Okay.
Alright, too much rainwater, so we don't need that much water to be pumping to get it fresh.
Barracuda.
Oh, plenty.
Really?
Oh, all sizes. Now they're finishing this piece here, which I can show you all. I'll go down and then let you all play with the salt.
Oh yeah!
Are you serious, dude? That's awesome.
On the salt.
Dude, this is crazy. Dude, we're driving on salt right now. Look at this.
Forgot ever. This is so weird.
It's like icy snow. It feels like icy snow.
This is such a weird feeling.
Wow! Look how big that is.
Tastes like salt.
You guys remember Steph and Conor, right? From Long Key? They're on the sailboat Grace, and we did this whole tour with them.
Tastes like salt.
No way.
Look how big this chunk is.
Oh
it's
my
so salty.
gosh. Where are we?
Sierra, throw it over your head like snow.
It's gonna hurt a bit.
Sierra, make a salt angel.
Oh yes. Do it.
Right here.
Yeah, I'll do it. That's worth it.
Connor's gonna make a salt angel.
Oh wow.
Oh my god.
It's like a diamond. That's so crazy.
So here we go.
Really far.
Dig. You're getting there.
Doesn't really look like anything.
Almost.
Oh my god.
Where do you want to be?
It's salty.
I am so glad we came
Wow.
out here.
I think maybe that's
It feels like ice on your tongue, but it's super salty.
Yeah.
Mmm.
Just because that's the way.
Was it blinking orange?
It was, but now it's... I don't think you got it. Not yet.
Oh, I pressed the red button, that's why.
What do you think, Billy?
This is so cool. So much salt.
It's crazy. This is the coolest thing I've ever... It's just like the really weird surface.
Whoa.
I've never seen before.
Salt bump.
island salt we take out from hurricane.
Wow.
We save it, put it here. We can always come back and get it and wash it.
So this is all salt over here. Look at all that salt. So once the fresh water is done evaporating and the salt is all dry, it can be harvested with those big tractors that you saw before, and then it can go straight into processing, or it can be stockpiled like it is here.
After the hop, it goes into these 3 big washing machines.
Washing machines.
We wash all the salt.
Okay.
Then right after you done wash it, we put it on these clankers, shake it, and it shakes it to different sizes. Big salt, small salt, shake it to different
But
sizes.
how, I mean, if you wash salt, wouldn't the salt just dissolve into the water, or do you use something else to wash it?
We use brine.
Use brine, so it's like
Okay.
salty water.
Salty water, brine.
And that's why it doesn't dissolve the salt, it's
Right.
already super salty.
Right.
How about that? I get it now.
They're just looking at me like, hello?
They're good, huh? You eat the
Yeah, they're good.
claws? Can you eat? Once the salt is washed and sorted, it gets loaded onto big ships at the end of the pier, and the consumable salt gets shipped to Cape Canaveral, where it's further processed and packaged into the Morton salt that you see in the food store.
Did you take a souvenir?
That was great seeing all that salt and everything. That was super cool.
Welcome.
Thanks, Williams.
All right, have a good one.
Have a good one, man. So we got back to the boat a while ago and took Jetty for a long walk, bathroom break. But now we're gonna go over to our friend Steph and Connor's boat and check it out and have some dinner with them. I like checking out other people's boats and seeing how they have things set up. Swell bridle?
Yeah, rigging it up. I had it rigged. I didn't quite pull it over enough, and then we got a wind shift, and it brought us back. Thank you. Feel free to pull around and give the nickel tour in a second.
How does this turbine work, the hydro turbine?
Oh, it's awesome. This is a permanent magnet motor, which means it doesn't need electricity to excite itself. So all you do is just spin it and generates electricity. So this is a outboard propeller I got online on eBay. These are our old lifelines, and
No way.
and that's it's enough torque it can transmit and spin it. So we take the cable, lay the cable out in a big bight out behind the boat, and just chuck the prop off the side, and all straightens out and spins. We take our boat speed -1, and that's the amperage it creates. So like
No
we're sailing at
way.
6 to 7 knots, that's 5 to 6 amps. which
At
is
12 volts.
at charging voltage, yeah.
Wow.
So it's great. Overnight, it'll make 60-ish amp hours, and trying to pull our stern around so we can keep the boat facing the swell.
You want me to help pull?
1, 2, 3. There we go.
All right. Like I said before, I just love checking out other people's boats and how they have their systems set up and the unique things about them. This is a Brewer 44, and it's so obvious that Conor and Steph have done a huge amount of work to make it safe, seaworthy, functional, and most of all, homely.
You had to come down.
Pull this.
Is it beautiful?
Your boat is beautiful. That's awesome.
Wow.
Isn't it so pretty?
This is awesome, man. It's beautiful. Holy smokes.
Thank you.
Did you ask permission to open the room?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's fine.
Connor said
No
no
worries.
problem.
Come wherever the heck you
Yeah.
want.
Welcome to the V-berth up here.
No,
So this is the second cabin. So this piece of wood fits in to complete the V to make a nice double bunk up here.
Like 100%.
It's also the home to our water maker. So this is the front head. There's a marine toilet, which are always terrible.
Yeah.
There's the shower, which gets everything wet but works. And then there's the water maker. So
Oh yeah, wow.
I love accessibility. It is super accessible. And if I ever have to service it, it's right here. But high pressure comes in the top. The high pressure comes down through this membrane, jumps across from this connection, up through here. And then I increase the pressure by restricting it. So the pump, when you first turn it on, there's no pressure because the water comes under pressure in and right out. But you slowly close this valve. As you close it off, the pressure increases as you put restriction on it. Super good access right through the salon. The 5 kW Western Beach back there. This is the Perkins 4236, which is a forever engine. These things run forever and ever. I put in the LED lighting. I put the lighting beneath here to light it up. I put a nice white pattern in it. If I ever have a leak or problem, I can see it immediately. Identified. I painted the whole engine room. Put in new steering cables. Put a new fuel system in. And I was reading the blog. Steve Dashu, one of my famous guys, he used to put artwork in his engine rooms. I was like, God, someday I'll boat that I can do that. So I put some artwork up there. Yeah, this is the master cabin. This is the aft cabin.
Wow.
So it's wider. It's 8 inches wider than a California King at the head, and it's 2 inches narrower than a double at the feet. So you can pick your width to decide, how you want to classify the bed, but it works really well.
We had an amazing time with Conor and Steph. The next morning, they headed off towards Panama, and we went in our own direction. But I'm sure we'll cross paths with them again.